Your good fortune can be stolen without you ever realizing it. Hello, I am Master King Feng Shui. For more than 41 years, I have helped world leaders, entrepreneurs, and today I'm going to reveal a truth no one ever speaks out loud. The small items inside your home, the things you casually let others borrow, can actually become the most powerful gateways where your energy leaks away. Just one moment of saying, sure, you can borrow it is enough for the flow of your luck to slip out of your hands and drift straight into someone else's life without you even noticing. If you've ever felt like you're trying your absolute best, yet luck keeps slipping away from you, then today you will finally understand why. Do not leave this video, because what I'm about to share is something you cannot afford to ignore. Before we begin, hit subscribe to keep the current of good energy flowing toward you, and leave a comment with this positive affirmation. Today I choose to hold tightly to the good fortune that belongs to me. Get ready. The next truth may surprise you. In Feng Shui, everyone has a luck flow, a natural stream of fortune that constantly moves through your life. Every item you touch daily carries an energy imprint like an energetic fingerprint. When you lend the wrong item to someone, you unintentionally open an energy leak, a small crack, yet powerful enough to drain away your luck, your stability, and even the peace within your home. What's frightening is that most American households are unknowingly making at least one of these mistakes. Objects that seem harmless can actually carry the pathway of your fortune within them. Today, I will show you the items you must never let anyone borrow. If you stay true to these rules, you will stop the loss of energy right at its root. Now let's explore the 6 items you should absolutely never lend to anyone. 1. Cutting board. Where hidden troubles quietly slip into your life. A cutting board is a familiar tool in every kitchen, but in Feng Shui, it belongs to the group of items that carry the strongest processing energy in the home. Every day, we place all kinds of foods on a cutting board. Raw meat, vegetables, garlic, onions, fruit. And every slice, chop, or cut leaves behind energetic traces the human eye cannot see. A cutting board absorbs the emotions and mental state of the person who uses it. Whether you are rushed, pressured, tired, calm, or focused. That's why the cutting board is always considered a surface that holds decision energy. The energy of how you handle things in life. In the US, people use cutting boards daily for meal prep, but few realize that a cutting board works like a surface memory. It records moments of stress, hurried dinners, or the times you cooked while feeling overwhelmed. And because knives strike the board repeatedly, it becomes a tool that transforms emotions more intensely than any other kitchen item. When you lend someone your cutting board, you're not just giving them a tool to prepare food. You're handing over a surface that has absorbed your family's energy and allowing them to imprint their life energy onto it. That person may be experiencing stress, emotional imbalance, financial pressure, or simply having a bad day. Every cut they make leaves their energetic frequency on the board. When the board returns, it brings that frequency back into your home. Many households report that after lending out a cutting board just once, the atmosphere in the kitchen feels heavier, arguments happen more easily, and something simply feels off in their living space. This happens because the cutting board's function is to process chaos. When someone uses your board to process the chaos in their life, a part of that chaos follows the board back into your kitchen. A cutting board is also a symbol of stability. It becomes used to your family's rhythm, the meals you cook, the climate of your kitchen, the frequency of use. When the board is taken outside, it has to adapt to another environment's frequency. This shift changes its energy, and once brought back, that shift affects the atmosphere of your home. Many people think washing a cutting board with hot water or soap is enough, but energy does not behave like bacteria. It cannot be scrubbed away with detergent. A cutting board may be physically clean, but still hold emotional residue from whoever used it. In Feng Shui, a cutting board is considered an extremely personal item. You can share knives, pots, and pans, but a cutting board should be kept for your household only. This is not superstition. It is an understanding of how energy clings to objects and returns to affect the owner. When a cutting board stays where it belongs, it supports stability in both your meals and your life. But when it goes to the wrong place, it can bring back the troubles from somewhere else. A simple cutting board can become the doorway through which chaos slips into your kitchen, if you don't protect it properly. 2 pots and pans, carriers of your family's inner flame. Pots and pans are items you must never lend out because they hold the central flame of your household. In Feng Shui, anything that comes into direct contact with heat absorbs the life energy of the kitchen. And in American homes, the kitchen isn't just a place to cook. It's where warmth is created, where family bonds strengthen, and where people regain balance after a long day. This means pots and pans are more than cooking tools. They store your family's emotions, rhythms, and harmony. Each time you turn on the stove, place a pot on the flame and begin cooking. You infuse the pot with your mental state. If you're joyful, the meal feels comforting. If you're tired or stressed, that energy seeps into the pot as well. This is why the atmosphere of dinner often depends on the cook's mood. And pots and pans record those moments. When you lend your pot or pan to someone, you're sending the flame of your home into their space. The borrower may be under stress, having family conflicts, dealing with financial struggles, or carrying chaotic energy. When they cook with your pot, all their emotional residue clings to its surface. You may wash the pot with soap, but energy cannot be washed off with detergent. When the pot returns, it carries a completely different frequency. Sometimes heavy, sometimes cold, sometimes dull enough to drain the natural warmth from your kitchen. Many Asian American families believe you should never lend a pot to be used in a funeral or wake. The reason is clear. The environment of a funeral carries sadness, coldness, and slow, stagnant energy. If your pot absorbs that atmosphere, it returns home filled with fatigue and heaviness. Your kitchen may feel dim, meals lose their warmth, and family members become more irritable, and beyond energy, borrowed pots almost never return in their original condition. The bottom gets burned, the non-stick coating peels, the lid is missing, or the handle becomes loose. Every American has experienced this at least once. But what you lose isn't just a pot. You lose the stability of your home's fire element. When the flame energy is disrupted, the kitchen no longer feels warm in the way it should. Dinners become tense. Small arguments break out, and the house begins to feel less like a home. This happens because the pot has brought back a foreign, incompatible frequency, pots, pans, and any vessel that holds heat or energy containers. They store emotions, habits, and the spiritual flame of your household. When you send that flame outside and let someone else use it, you unknowingly give away a part of your family's core energy. Keeping your pots and pans at home isn't selfish. It protects the fire element, the key to your family's stability and happiness. 3. Hairbrush, the item that holds the strongest personal energy. A hairbrush is something you should never let anyone borrow because it carries the strongest personal energy on your body. In Feng Shui, hair is seen as the place where emotions, thoughts, and even the spiritual imprint of each person are stored. Americans often say, "Your hair holds your mood," and that's far more accurate than most people realize. When you brush your hair each day, the brush absorbs your emotional state, stress, calmness, confidence, fatigue, or joy, and stores it within every bristle. A hairbrush makes direct contact with the strongest energy point on your body, your head. This is the center of memory, thoughts, and emotions. Each time you use your brush, you transfer your frequency into it, from your energized days to those groggy mornings. That's why the brush you use every day slowly becomes an object that holds your identity, energy, the imprint of who you are. Few items in your home carry your energetic signature as clearly as your brush. When you lend your brush to someone, you allow them to place their energy right onto the deepest part of yours. The borrower may be anxious, disappointed, angry, or weighed down by personal pressure. When they brush their hair, those frequencies cling to the brush, and when the brush returns, you unknowingly bring their energy into your life. As a result, you may feel your mood drop, lose focus, become less calm, or feel a heavy, hazy sensation around your head for no clear reason. Many people have experienced discomfort after using a brush they once lent out. Restlessness, drained energy, or a subtle feeling of not being yourself. This is not superstition. It is the body's response when your personal frequency is mixed with energy that doesn't align with you. Beyond energy, there's also a very real, very familiar American concern. Lice, a shared brush used by the wrong person, can bring home a problem no one wants, especially families with school-aged children. This alone is enough for many Americans to treat hairbrushes as strictly personal. In many Asian and American households, brushes are considered items that should not be shared, not even between family members. Even couples living together often have separate brushes because they understand that every person carries a different emotional frequency. When those two frequencies mix through a brush, it can create subtle emotional disturbances, irritability, sadness, or increased stress. A hairbrush touches the center of your spiritual energy. It influences your focus, clarity, and mental stability. When you keep your brush for yourself, you protect your personal energy from being disrupted. A brush may be small, but its impact on your mood and your energetic flow is significant. So no matter how close you are, friends, co-workers, or neighbors, you should never share your hairbrush. This item belongs to you, and only you. 4. Scale, the item most sensitive to your wealth energy. A scale is one of the most sensitive items connected to your financial luck, which is why you should never lend it out. In Feng Shui, a scale represents balance, order, and the ability to control the flow of money in your home. It doesn't just measure weight. Symbolically, it measures your financial stability. When you use a scale, you activate energy related to management, calculation, and precision in your life. Americans often use scales to weigh food, track health, or measure ingredients while cooking, but few people know that a scale also absorbs the user's energy, especially financial energy. Someone who is stressed about money, paying too many bills, or anxious about work unknowingly leaves unstable frequencies on the scale. The scale records feelings of not enough, uncertainty, or loss of control. When you lend your scale, you allow someone to imprint all that energy onto an object that symbolizes your family's wealth. And when the scale comes back, that unstable energy can subtly affect you. You may notice yourself spending more, losing control of your budget, struggling to save, or feeling like money flows out faster than it flows in, even if your income hasn't changed. This is a sign that your balance energy has been disrupted. In many Asian American households, scales are never taken out of the home. They believe the scale symbolizes the ability to hold wealth. When it leaves the home, part of that stabilizing energy goes with it, and when it returns, it may bring back someone else's imbalance. This isn't superstition, it's an energetic response. You can feel difficulty managing finances, impulse spending, or a subtle sense of financial insecurity. A scale is also associated with measurement, an action of precision and control. When someone else uses your scale, they influence your ability to measure, calculate, manage on an energetic level. This is why many people feel temporarily disorganized after lending it. Cooking feels off, meal prep becomes inconsistent, or even body weight fluctuates unexpectedly. Practically speaking, scales are also fragile. Someone might drop it, overload it, damage the sensors, or cause minor inaccuracies without you knowing. Even a small misalignment can throw your entire kitchen rhythm into chaos. Wrong recipes, incorrect portions, and several days of frustration. Most importantly, a scale symbolizes financial stability. When that symbol is affected by foreign energy, the home can fall into imbalance, chaotic spending, insecurity about money, or sudden unexpected expenses. Keeping your scale for yourself is not selfish. It is how you protect your wealth, stability, and sense of control. A scale may look simple, but its influence on your financial energy is enormous, and it should always stay in your home, never outside of it. 5. The broom, a tool that can sweep away your good fortune when used in the wrong place. A broom is something you should absolutely never lend to others because it doesn't just sweep away dust. It can sweep away your good fortune if used in the wrong environment. In Feng Shui, a broom carries cleaning force, the power to clear out heavy and stagnant energy. It gathers everything that weighs down a home: negative emotions, pressure, exhaustion, clutter, and even the leftover residue of family conflict. Every time you sweep your house, the broom absorbs far more than you realize. Because of that, a broom becomes one of the strongest energy-absorbing items in your home. It records not only physical dirt, but also residual energy. And when the broom leaves your home, it carries a portion of your good luck with it. When someone else uses your broom in their space, the broom absorbs their environment's energy, disorder, heavy atmosphere, arguments, fatigue, or whatever problems they're trying to sweep away. When the broom is returned, all of that energy comes back and clings to your home. Many people notice that after lending out their broom, the air inside their house feels heavier and more uncomfortable. Floors get dirty faster and the home feels less clean, even right after tidying up. Some families even experience more frequent small arguments or a spreading sense of uneasiness with no clear cause. That happens because the negative energy the broom brought back is now dispersing throughout your living space. A broom is especially sensitive to household fortune. In Feng Shui, a broom symbolizes removal. If it's used in a chaotic or negative environment, it can unintentionally take on the meaning of sweeping away good luck. The signs are obvious: unstable work, disrupted plans, drained energy, or difficulty maintaining harmony in the home. Americans may not call it losing luck, but they definitely notice the bad vibe that comes when the energy of a home is thrown off. Beyond energy, brooms are also easily damaged when borrowed. The bristles can break, the handle can loosen, or the user may use the broom incorrectly, making it less effective. But the physical damage is nothing compared to the energetic disruption it can bring back. In many Asian and Asian American families, there is a very common rule: the household broom belongs to that household only. Not shared, not lent, not taken outside. Because once foreign energy sticks to the broom, it will be released back into your home every time you use it, affecting the home's overall balance. A broom may look simple, but it plays a crucial role in keeping your space light, clean, and energetically clear. When it's used elsewhere and then returned, it can strip away the natural ease within your home. Keeping your broom strictly for your family is a simple yet powerful way to protect your good fortune, cleanliness, and harmony. 6. Shoes. Your path of destiny is not something others should walk on. Shoes are something you should never lend to anyone, because in Feng Shui, shoes carry the path of destiny. You walk every place you step into, every road you cross, from work, schools, stores, joyful days to difficult days. All leave energetic traces on your shoes. Americans often say that shoes tell the story of your journey, and that is truer than you may think. Shoes absorb the energy of the paths you walk, the goals you pursue, and the emotions you carry as you move. When you're exhausted, your shoes hold that exhaustion. When you're confident, they absorb that confidence. Shoes act like a personal path tracker, the device that stores the energetic route of your life. Because of this, shoes carry a unique, deeply personal frequency. When you lend your shoes to someone, you're not just giving them an item, you're allowing them to step onto your energetic path. The borrower may carry anxiety, confusion, pressure, or bad luck. When they walk outside in your shoes, their energy seeps into the shoes, mixes with your frequency, and shifts the directional flow the shoes once held for you. When the shoes return to you, they carry the other person's path energy, and that can misalign your own path. Many people experience this without realizing why. After lending out their shoes, they feel more unstable at work, less focused, plans stop flowing smoothly, or they have a subtle sense of losing direction. These shifts don't come from mystical luck. They come from energetic interference stored in the shoes. Shoes also represent forward movement in life. In Feng Shui, footsteps symbolize action, decision-making in the direction of your future. When someone else walks in your shoes, they use the path your energy has created. Simply put, they borrow the shoes, but they also borrow your momentum. This shows up in experiences like losing motivation at work, struggling to make clear decisions, procrastinating more than usual, opportunities slowing down unexpectedly. All of these are signs that your path energy has been mixed. Beyond Feng Shui, Americans also see shoes as highly personal. Shoes touch sweat, stride, body weight, and lifestyle. Physical things your body instantly notices when you wear someone else's shoes: discomfort, lack of balance, or feeling out of rhythm. This physical mismatch is a reflection of energetic mismatch. And of course, there are hygiene concerns. Shoes carry dirt, bacteria, odor, and the environments the borrower walked through. But the most concerning part is still the energy imprint they leave inside your shoes. Shoes help you move forward in life. They hold your direction, goals, and personal fortune. When you let someone borrow them, you unintentionally share your path. Keeping your shoes to yourself is not being difficult. It is how you protect the direction of your own destiny. If you are ever forced to lend out items that are usually forbidden, there are a few exceptions, but they always come with very clear conditions. In other words, you may say yes, but it must be a restricted yes. An exception only makes sense when the borrower is someone whose energy aligns well with yours. Someone gentle, positive, mindful, and not carrying any negative or chaotic frequency. This could be a very close relative or a friend you trust completely. Even then, only low-impact items should be borrowed temporarily. Items that hold good fortune, like brushes, scales, or brooms, still should not leave your home. Another exception is when there's a genuine emergency. Sometimes a neighbor needs rice and a bit of salt to treat a wound, or a pot immediately to deal with an unexpected kitchen issue. In such situations, kindness should come first. But when you help them, you must remember that the energy of the item may have shifted, and it becomes your responsibility to bring it back to balance the moment you receive it again. Restoring the energy, resetting an object back to its original frequency, doesn't require any elaborate ritual. The simplest method is to use salt. Just sprinkle a layer of sea salt or pink salt over the item, leave it for a few minutes, then brush it off. The salt absorbs heavy energy. For items like brooms, scales, pots, or shoes, a light tap against a wooden surface also works as a reset, because vibration cuts away lingering old frequencies. Sunlight is also a very effective method, both in Feng Shui and in modern energy work. Simply place the item under natural sunlight for a few minutes. No need to leave it long. The natural light dissolves incompatible frequencies and recharges the item with fresh, bright energy. If you prefer the spiritual style, familiar in American culture, you can use sage, palo santo, or incense. Passing the item through the smoke will clear away any energetic residue. The most important point in this section comes down to one truth. Helping others is good, but you do not need to sacrifice your own luck or stability. If you must lend something, make sure you know how to cleanse its energy afterward. Sometimes just a few small steps are enough to keep your home balanced, bright and free from outside frequencies that don't belong to you. And now you understand why small everyday objects can have such a big impact on the energy and fortune within your home. Just one broom taken outside, one pair of shoes worn by someone else, or even a small amount of salt given away at night can create energy leaks that quietly disturb your household's stability without anyone noticing. If you're still watching at this point, it means you truly care about protecting your energy. Remember, these big changes often begin with small habits. Keeping your home clean energetically is the same as keeping your good fortune strong. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe for more powerful Feng Shui lessons. And before you leave, take a moment to speak this gentle affirmation. Today I open my doors to welcome light, clarity, and peaceful energy into my life.